Game crashed. I couldn't
I'm here
recall
to
what I
help.
was doing.
How can I aid you?
Whine and hiss. Do I have the boots? Do not have the boots. Wait, why do I have a... Right, all of these need to go, as well as the bag itself. Have I visited outside? Imagine so.
I'm here to help.
Yeah, I've killed the fear creature. Okay, so I probably went back in here to rest enough to get the boots. And she'd hit the fan somewhere after that. Maybe not used them yet. Plus 5 versus missile attacks can be vastly more useful when we fight against the garrison or the siege outside.
What do you want?
I think I looked through these and there wasn't anything particularly interesting. Can't sell the bag itself. We were holding on to these because if we don't need the money now, we're just gonna save it. Okay, let's get the show on the road.
Go away! I'm busy here. I maintain the wards that protect us from the Crusade's siege weapons. They... Wait. Damn it! Damn! And I did. For as long as I could. The Crusade has mages too, you know. I couldn't maintain the red-blooding wards. You'd have done no better. The negative energy contained in the stone will spread, weakening all those in Bridgefort's walls who it doesn't kill outright. If I had the original spellcaster's scroll, I might be able to terminate the enchantment.
Right, so we'll go into the camp and get the scroll.
Find the scroll, and return to me as quickly as you can.
Probably move them one at a time. Not sure what you gotta get from this. Something small, probably nothing all that important. Have to kill a few zombies and one pretend cleric. But I don't recall what the reward for that is. You just pick it up. Guess it doesn't really matter. Well, it sort of matters because I'm not getting any experience out of this, so only the loot part matters. If it's not worth money or some useful equipment, it's not really worth doing. Hmm. Inform the deceased brother that she's
At once. right. Need to find some kind of priest of Shantia. I think I first time accused her immediately, which appeared was the correct thing to do. We'll do this thing by the numbers this time. See where the breadcrumb trail leads us. Woods around Bridgeford. Yeah, they're the corpses. I think I might have done this way the first time too. All undead sons of bitches, nothing more. Zombies and a white. White is the troublesome one. Others are trash. Do I need to do something special here? Don't think so. I'm already level drained, but I can't really do much about that. For justice!
Yeah, they're white level drained. Don't alert me again.
Good night, son. Good night, daytime creatures. Good night, soul.
Even with reduced levels, the zombies should be harmless. The problem is I lost a lot of spells, so I need to rest before I can fight properly. That won't really happen until I get rid of the negative energy effect from the stone inside the fort. So it would have been better to go after that first. Use some spells to disable the fight.
I have no more room for that.
Yes, you have room.
I have no more room for that. Dropped it.
Want to take everything the white had.
I'm here to help.
I don't recall, do I have to fight to get the scroll? I might be able to steal it while I'm invisible. I want to get closer to it first. That would be the preferred option. Especially now that I'm level drained, I don't particularly want to get into much of a fight. Guy isn't here. Guard.
You need something?
Well, I could release the trolls and the like.
Ignore the trolls. You're nothing but meat to them. What are you doing? Silence, vermin. Sentient creatures are talking. I'll fight by your side, Lathander's side, the side of any who would see Crusader blood spilled. Those Crusaders who survived. Yes. Yes. Few things. You freed me from my cage, and that is no small thing. I'll forgive your insolence this time. When we meet again at this camp you speak of,
Right.
Do not be so imprudent as to try and command me again.
Right, there is no option to letting the trolls queue. At least not like this. Right. Plus free 6,000 experience, which is worthless to me. Right, I don't actually have the space for any of this shit. Ah. So, need to make some room first.
I'm here to help.
What the fuck did I drink?
At once.
Okay, that didn't work.
For the Shining Lady!
Didn't go exactly according to plan. No, I don't really have my spells. Yeah, not exactly going according to plan. I'm stuck here. I need to just get through someone quickly. Yeah, I think I could use some help here. Oh no, that's no good. They'll get killed. And I'm dead. Yeah, this is just the worst possible thing that really happened. I do not want to fight this fight now. You're gonna talk to me. So this is not going to actually do it. Oh, we'll fight this fight again, no doubt. Once I have a full complement of spells and I'm properly buffed. We'll have a... This is my last one of summoning. But this is type of fight where that wand of summoning could be easily useful. Large scale fight where I need a little bit of extra firepower, that's it. Right, first we need to get rid of the negative energy traps.
You have the scroll?
Could have done this myself, I suppose, because I'm a mage.
What is a dark wraith?
Level trained again. Right, what we need to do is kill the level train and rest before doing anything else. Cannot afford to identify, right, that's fun. He doesn't buy this shit. Right. Can I even do a level train removal? I don't think so. I mean, just why make it so difficult for me? More whites.
You need me?
Not critically. use some help here.
Oh, no!
Yeah, I'm getting level drained again. Lost my stone skin puzzle. Okay, now what? One junior is dead. There's another junior there.
At once.
I think we need to rely on the bond this time. I'm too weak for level drains. Lost a lot of levels here. Level 3 fighter, level 4 mage, right. And I have to go back to the goddamn camp to get rid of the level drain. Actually, no I don't. I have the restoration scrolls for that. I think this is a good use for it. Just have quite a few, right? 5. There's no downside in using one here. It just makes things much more convenient for me. We do have to think about our selection of spells. The next thing is to deal with the siege. The question is, are we going to try to kill everything ourselves, or are we going to go with the help? I think we should go with the help, because there's no benefit in fighting totally solo. I'm not going to get anything extra out of it. It'll just make things more difficult for me for no particular gain. But we would have the luxury of using things like Cloud Kill if we do it on our own. There's no one coming to our aid, so we can just dump shit on them, whip them, and let them choke in a Cloud Kill. Breach is unnecessary if we do things like Cloud Kill. Motion Hopelessness also has some value, but I don't think so. Stone Skin is more important than improved invisibility, but I don't think so. We can sort of get 2 stone skins anyway, because it lasts for 12 hours, so and a rest cycle is 8 hours, so we can use the previous rest cycle stone skin to initiate things and have one as extra. What the hell am I gonna do with this?
How can I aid you?
Okay. And to rest another time. Just get rid of weakness if nothing else.
You did right by us. For that, I thank you.
Or I can or want to coordinate things too much with the fortress.
Being
Not
a
sure what
hero
they
is
could
hard
do.
work. Time to rest.
Risk a
At
lead.
once.
Either way,
My
we'll have
friend,
to make some
you
choices. Okay. Time to take the battle to our enemy, right? Hmm. I'm not going to do anything with these guys yet.
I'm here to help.
Okay, let's see if we can do it on our own. The main benefit would be that we are free to spam every piece of crap spell and ability we have without worrying about healing our own. Front gate seems like a fairly useful choke
At
point.
once.
We're not really guaranteed to have an easy time of it though. But I'm not sure if this is a good choke point. We need something where I can, if things turn to shit, they can't overwhelm. So, man, there are probably better places to start shit. But I need to know it beforehand, what it is. This might be a decent spot. There's no way to get through that or that. But just one low arc here where they can approach. They can probably get around 3 guys hacking me. Wouldn't say this is great, but it's probably the best we can do. So time to switch the boots here probably. Also, I do need buffs. So if there's one point where it makes sense to use certain type of things, this is it. Need a potion heroism too. Well, I am not even sure if I need them. The thing is, ooh, potions of fiery burning and explosions might be good here. Because they're not that powerful to really make a difference in a big fight. But in a fight like this, that's a different matter. I'll save the more powerful ones for another time. They might be trying to dispel me, that's another thing to worry about. There's a guy here who was... I think I'm going to start by pitching some damage on them. Try to get one of there's a couple of casters that are basically in right neck to neck. So we'll try to get rid of those. We're not going to kill them, but we might be able to, well, play them effectively out of the situation. No point having boots of speed if you're already hasted. There are additional potions we could drink, but I think this is enough for a fight of this caliber. Can also go in improved invisible to not have to suffer through some of their spells. I have web here. They have a good collection of troops here too. I didn't make friends there. He's immune to this level spell. What? I need someone to harass these guys. Oh, fuck, where the fuck are you going? Ah, okay. What else? We need more web, that goes without saying. Web that's right on top of me.
Yes.
No, I need web right on top of me now. There, especially Calm is very good as a fight. I don't think I'll survive if I can't start pressing him somehow. Why the fuck am I webbed?
Look at how I fight on!
This is not a good place to fight.
Oh, no.
The problem is not actually the trash, it's that there's a couple of fairly good fighters and they are right on top of me if I fight here. Harm is basically the closest enemy at this point. He's a fairly good fighter.
At once.
I do think we want to start something here with him, but not what we started. in an opening shot of some sort, just to turn everything red. Prelude. Now we have sort of a barrier of shitty units, so the better fighters probably can't reach us quite so easily. And I whipped my own ass, right. Got to change the spell. I mean my weapon. Come on, cast, you stupid shit. Less of them came after me than I thought they would. Doesn't really matter, this is my choke point. Those who get through, get through. Harm got through. Jesus fuck. Oh, I'm already casting.
I'm here to help.
Okay. Harm has to die.
If you wish, you'll not get caught.
And I think we're more or less safe for a while. Much poison damage there as possible. Gonna keep casting new area of effect damage spells there. Got another kill. This is bad, they're going to walk into that shit now too. Ooh, go near us, near there. We'll die to the poison damage. It's also going to start killing the flaming fist guys. They don't have the comments. Yeah, fuck. Basically, we got the necessary kills right on time, so I think my abilities and all spells here got moved. So we got lucky there. Okay. So success is a success. Okay, I went to kill the mage. Not sure we can really do it though. I should kill the mirror images.
Only what you deserve.
Visible. Yeah, that's probably shouldn't throw fire attack there. Right. Can't see. There we go.
Oh, no. Get back here.
And a single hit. If I do mean to hit. There we go. At least this way I'll get some support. Right. Wait, not too bad. And we're starting to lose our buffs. Though it lasts just the correct amount of time. Oh, if nothing else, we seem to be getting a decent amount of crappy loot we can get rid of. Also healing potions. I'd really like to switch to these instead of the shitty ones. They're way too ineffective to be of use in a serious fighting situation.
Tell me, were things here interesting? Things at camp were dull, dull, dull. Corporal Duncan absolutely refused to let me out of it.
If you could see your way clear to not incur... We've done well here. Lead the way across the bridge. The rest of us will follow.
Right. We're here for the loot. Hopefully our use of... Ooh, got a bond. Our use of area of effect attack spells also means that we get more healing potions and other type of potions, because the people basically didn't have time to use them. One paralysis. Charm protection. Better to drink a potion and leave it at that. Only 2 charges, but it's this might be good enough to take on the dragon, for example. That sort of thing is about the best use I can think for it. It won't work for the really good bosses. Just one. But the dragon isn't exactly even a boss.
I have no more
It's an
room for
optional
that.
thing you can choose
Dropped it.
to fight. Another potion of power. Alternatively, it could be used to get rid of the wyverns, greater wyverns quickly, so you can focus on the dragon itself. So either way, it's going to have some really good uses. Something along those lines. Which does bring us to the situation that we either do it now or we'll never do it.
I'm here to help.
Okay, I guess all the towns or everyone in the fort is now in the camp. Rhino beetle shell. Don't have any use for either.
So how were your boots? Work out all right for you? Comfortable?
You did right by us. For that, I thank you.
Right, I still need services of a cleric before I can pick a fight with the dragon though.
At once.
Might want to change our spell selection in general. The cloud kills are probably not good against it, it's a green dragon. Breach would be, because I noticed it throwing stones, you can probably throw it a couple of times. Cone Cold might be just a thing to try. But it'll go through typical spell defenses and it's cold damage, so it'll definitely work. But I'd rather take the breaches. I need to know that if I... Am I going to go into melee fight with it though? I'm not sure if I can win with that kind of a fight. Skull traps would be pointless. At the same time, I don't really have good buffs here that I could try. So it might as well be 3 skull traps thrown somewhere. Webbing won't work, mirror images probably will work, same will blur, so here have more of those. I think blindness might work, but dragons are fairly resistant. So I wouldn't hold my hopes up for that. It's very lucky. You might as well try to do an instant kill through chromatic orb use. I mean, I do have the ability to lower his resistances, for example, so it's doable. It's just it requires everything to go your way. A little bit too much luck for my taste, especially with this amount of spells available. High level with higher level mage, it wouldn't be quite so dependent on luck. You would have enough spell casting attempts that you could retry multiple times, enough to make it much more viable. Potions. Huge amount of fire breath potions. 6d10. This is against a single target though, but that's a huge amount of damage. Even with the saving throw for half damage, it's still a respectable amount. But do you have potions of defense? You seem to have about 10 of everything. Include 6 potions of defense. Yeah, this is one of those guys, well, I think it might be worthwhile to sell some of your crap too. Just so you can get the necessary potions out of him.
What you want?
Yes? What do you need from me? What would you have me do?
Where the hell is the cleric?
What you want?
We're more than mercenaries.
Souls are still here. Well, I really need to go back to the camp to heal up. I mean, I have a couple of healing potions, but not that many.
You are more than welcome in my sight.
Yeah, more or less that's exactly what I need to do. Shit. I don't want to do it. We'll drink enough potions to get healed up. I mean, our idea was always to move to take better healing potions anyway. So we don't need to hoard these for any particular reason. I still need to rest though. I'm not too concerned about the actual hit points. The reason is that we either overwhelm the dragon fairly simply, or we're going to end up losing against it. It's not going to be a fighter against fighter drawn out fight where every hit point matters. At least I don't think so. Our best option might be to go for the saving throw reductions and paralyze his ass and beat him to pulp. I need to save before deciding what we're gonna do.
At once.
If I would sacrifice the paralyzed one to get through this, that would be a good exchange in my book. So I'm leaning toward making him vulnerable to the paralysis. The thing is, I don't think I have the luxury of just sitting there and lower his resistances and then do the paralysis. That's a lot of time for the dragon to basically do whatever it does. Me not doing anything. Especially...
We must protect the tiny furry creatures of the wilderness, but not the big ones with fangs and anger issues.
Especially with the greater wyverns taking part in the fight. So yeah, that's a bit risky thing to do. This is not going to work right now, but I want to try it. We can always rest again if we need different set of spells. So let's just go with it. It's absolutely vital that I drink a potion of defense if I go into any extended exchange here. My armor class currently is just not up to the challenge, but also don't have haste, which is not good. That's probably the bigger problem. I'm still gonna need the haste. Even if I get to paralyze their asses, I still need to kill it fairly quickly. So yeah.
I'm here to help.
And get the opening shot. I want to see how likely this is to even work. Yeah, magic resistance. Stone skin. Save versus 1. This type of fight is not going to go our way. Might be
I'm here to
better to try to go after the little helpers. Are they spotting me though?
Oh no! I'm here to help.
God damn it.
I'm here to help. Oh no!
Well, he's hasted and stone skinned. I don't think we have all that much of a chance.
My magic fizzles.
Perfect timing on that too. We're gonna do a breath attack on me.
Oh no! You need me?
Okay. We need the potion of defense no matter what we do. At least I have an armor class worth something now. I'm also gonna need to be in a slightly better shape. How? We could try the breath potions. Potentially 60 points of damage, more likely 30. But the single one isn't gonna do much of a difference. We'll need many more.
I'm here to help.
Let's say no point continuing that. Point was to get rid of the sidekicks he has, so we can focus on fighting him alone. Not in a good shape, but don't think we'll ever really be.
At once.
We could use more strength, we could use other chance to hit improvements, but we're still doing fine. I'm not sure how good of a fighter he actually is. I'm unconscious and poisoned. Yeah, that didn't take long.
I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Oh no!
Well, 30 plus points of damage from him, plus the poisoning. It's not that hard to hit.
Oh no!
Lost his haste right at the correct time. Still, good for us. Cloak of somethingness. I think we blew at this already. Okay. If nothing else, this massively increases our funds, so I still say it's worth it. More importantly, it's something that you just do instead of wondering if you could have done it. So, combat-wise, the dragon isn't that powerful. It just has combat buffs. Stone skin and haste. Ability to even disable those without basically ended it. Right, I think we're ready to move on.
Good night, son. Good night, daytime creatures. Good night, sword.
Let's go. Oh my god, do I need to put the boots on while not using the snow? It overrides it. So... ass. Traveler.
Stay back, or you'll regret it.
We were planning to buy potions. Yeah, I think that's a worthwhile plan.
No time to stay and chatter.
He won't buy this. Okay. Don't really buy anything. Because he's a potion seller, right? So we need to find another guy to buy this crap. But potions are pretty much the best thing ever we can buy at this point, so we're not leaving without those potions. Especially defense potions are mandatory for me to do any kind of serious fighting. Still thinking of hanging on to those boots, even though they're appearing to be increasingly worthless because of how the haste effect is applied, or how easily it gets overridden rather. But there might still become situations where I absolutely need to get the haste going, and I don't have the luxury of drinking a haste potion for one reason or another. I doubt it's a super valuable item anyway. Surprising amount of crap I've been picking up. surprising amount of crap that I can't identify. I am a mage with a +10 to lore, so I should be fairly good at this. Immunity to slow, cold resistance. Okay, that could be useful. No one's using cold now, but immunity to slow is somewhat useful. I'm certainly not giving that up. Halberd +2. Piercing weapon, basically. Could have some use for it. Staff spear. Piercing. No use for it. 3 wands of frost charges. Some use. No use for this. Herdrin's short sword. Critical hit chance bonus. Circlet of Lusus. Right, so for the most part, there's nothing even remotely interesting here. I only can't use the axe, so... Also, we're not selling everything, but we do have to sell something. Chill axe. Cursed item. Right, it's gonna cost a few thousand gold to get the necessary things done. 9,000 probably isn't actually too little. So, we'll go with that. If we have a little bit of extra, so all the better. Haste potions and potions of defense are the priority. Everything else, if we can afford it, is extra. They're all haste potions, all potions of defense. There were 6 potions of defense, so that's probably close to all the money we have. Haste potions should be somewhat cheaper. Oils of speed. Yeah, we're left with 539 gold. Not sure we really care for the rest. I mean, they're solid potions, there's no doubt about that, but how badly do we want them? This is really good potion though, the potion fire breath. Taking down a single opponent quickly. It's extra 60 points of fire damage on demand. I think it's save versus breath too, which is the hardest one to resist. I don't think it's quite good enough to handle high level bosses. It might be immune to fire anyway, but it's still good enough to handle serious trouble. We currently have 1, and they're fairly cheap. They're like the cheapest of the attack potion lineup, and I don't think they're the worst by any means. I mean, the oils of fiery burning are the most expensive, but they do the least amount of damage. It has a better saving throw than the potion of explosions. Right, I think we might want to buy something extra. Potions of healing if nothing else. I mean, thinking about it, there's really only 3 things that we want at this point. The thing is, they're all usables of different types. We really have no use for anything else. Potions would be the best because they're multi-hour buffs. Spells are short duration, we might be able to use them for attack, but even then we would prefer pawns or attack potions. So I think it would be a big Dragon scales. Shield or an armor. Like either. We could get poison immunity item, but we can also do it through scrolls. I think we're gonna basically ditch most of the magical items here. Maybe not quite all, but I think another 10,000 gold is certainly warranted. It. We're still left with plenty of items to sell. Right. We probably can't get all the stuff we've been eyeing, but we'll still have a lot of gems and items to buy future stuff. And more importantly, we can spend the 15,000 on potions. There's no reason holding him back. I think healing is going to start appearing naturally, so we don't need to buy a huge amount of them. We're better to buy buffs, so we can basically have some kind of a buff going almost constantly when we're fighting. It would be much cheaper to use these than fireball ones, for example. Fire breath. So, taking down single targets. We have 6 of them now. Mind focusing would be dexterity plus 3 for 12 hours. Not sure what the actual effect would be for us, but that's quite nice. Only one magic shielding and protection. I think I have one of these already. Might be a good idea to take another. Especially the automatic saving throw success for 3 turns. That would be the preferred one. Mirrored image buys potions. I don't recall if we have these, but I'll buy a couple more. Now I'm sure we have them. And in sufficient quantity too. Ooh, they do provide immunity to gaze attacks, not just petrification. That's a little bit different. Absorption potions, crushing, electrical resistance. We usually don't need many of these. At the same time, I'd like to have some. I'll buy a couple of resistance potions on fire and ice, just in case we happen to need it. Can't afford more space. Where's my fire resistance? We're gonna get these naturally somewhere. Alright, strength potions might be the way to go from this point on. "23 strength for 2 hours, that's a massive amount of strength. And it's going to show in the physical damage, especially what we do. Massive increase in damage. Absolutely massive. I suppose I could go with couple of these. I'll take another strength potion first. We can maybe try a couple of healing potions. More or less the ones we lost. Cloud Giant Strength would be for mass combat or boss fight. It's the second highest one we can get. I think Storm Giant Strength is the highest. Something like that we can save for the final battle of the game. I think 2 strength potions of that caliber in general would be enough to do the entire Hell section. So we might need like something like 3 to 4 at maximum to do the entire end battle. And I'm not sure if we need that much. Just more or less the scale of stuff we need. Everything above that scale is just extra. We don't seem to have a huge amount of strength potions. We have some in storage. I mean, a fire strength and another cloud giant strength, so we can use this giant strength potion without too much fuss. Also, how many extra healing potions do I have? Quite a few, in fact. I think I'm going to switch at this point. I don't know, we'll drink this away. Don't want to sell them or throw them away. Right. This is the end of the chapter. Might as well leave things at that. Have a decent amount of spells, so if something unexpected comes our way, we can handle it.
At once. All grows cold, and then silence.
You feel it, do you not? The dead gods tell me. What did you say? It is not unknown. Boar, he lives. You must know by now that nothing you do escapes my sight. Perhaps you are not the most. We must scale up. Spread your wings. Feel their power. Let this test you.
What you looking at?
Hmm. 300 gold for us. And then the mystery well that I think this was a place where you can dump stuff. Don't really have much to put in there except Mori's head, I guess. I don't recall hearing anything that would lead me to believe that I actually have something that should be dumped there. I haven't been paying enough attention, I suppose. I don't want to put money in there. So I'm not curious about it though. I would pass it for pretty much the first time. I'm not sure I want to do it now. Ah, it's a healing one. Well, probably something else too. Still. The item part is the more interesting part. If it's a healing well, what would you want to put in it? Some kind of cleansing thing, maybe buffing on another item, blessing or something. I don't know. I want to play around with it. Coalition camp. There's no coming back. Coalition camp has the shopkeeper that you can
Signs of the
bring from
Crusades
another dimension. So we can dump the rest of our loot there.
Why does he still refuse me? How can he deny the righteousness of our cause?
We speak of a child of Baal.
And yet the Baalspawn is the hero of Baldur's Gate, and by all accounts saved the Sword Coast from ruin during the Iron Crisis.
You cannot ask me to show mercy to this abomination. Not after what happened to my brother.
For the good of the Crusade, you must. We cannot take the Baalspawn's life.
Forgive me, my lady. I do not know if I can do that.
You can. I have faith in you, Ashatil. For us, forgiveness must prevail over revenge.
I'm here to help.
Finally, you're here. I'm Kirill Netterlock, Marshal of the Burnstone Cadre. I should warn you, don't expect a warm reception here. Word of what happened at Borskir Bridge spread like wildfire. Many in this camp, too many, see you if any. Go get settled in now. After you've done that, come see me
Just
and
want
the other city
to
commanders
get
at the
the
large tent south
shopkeeper.
of here.
Genie, I think it was in the eastern part. Here we go.
This is not the elemental plane of air? Where am I? The Prime? What have you done to me? I am a merchant! Ha ha ha! Feast your eyes on these exotic items!
Exotic items indeed. They're mostly... the highest one is 15,000, which is nothing. Right, we can easily get that from the jewelry alone. Well, easily might be an exaggeration, but still. Not really. 18,000. And we really didn't want to hold on to a lot of this crap. Fractal blade... it could potentially have its use. That's why we're holding on to it. We want a higher dexterity, we have ways to buffing that. Ah, crap. We really have no use for a lot of this shit, though. Right, 32,000 and we are holding on to almost anything that could potentially be somewhat amusing later on. So, Wizard's Hat, casting speed +1, movement speed +2. That's actually quite nice, but movement speed would still be useful even with a oil of speed, and casting speed is always a good thing. Not sure if it's worth giving up a helmet though. Weapon we are not interested in using. It's a belt that gives you luck. That's is it a belt though? What is the belt we're using now? It's some kind of armor class increasing belt. Luck would increase pretty much every dice roll we do. It is very, very good. Reaction. Immune to anything magical or otherwise that affects mobility in any way. We also already have this. So Clover Leaf at least looks good. +2 amulet of protection, not interested. Form stability, not interested. Armor class +1, ion stone, not interested. This is sort of crap, and that's all this guy had. So Cloverleaf, maybe the wizards had, but rather buy potions. Good place to sell crap though. Right, we have +3 versus slashing attacks, which isn't horrible, but there's the but. Did I actually buy it? Yes. But this should increase a lot of things. It's not obvious what it does though. +1 bonus to saving throws, attack rolls, and minimum damage and healing rolls, as well as +5% bonus to all thieving skills. Furthermore, damage dice for all effects outside of a weapon's base damage is reduced by 1. For example, a 6d6 fireball will do 65 damage, and a flaming long sword that deals 1d8 +2 slashing damage plus 1d3 fire damage will deal normal slashing damage, but less fire damage. So we'll take less damage from everything. Yep. So it's really hard to put it in exact numbers to show here, but it feels in everything. Everything is just a little bit better. We could use rings. Actually, the ring of free movement might not be a horrible thing, because it would give me more freedom to select my weapon and still use the web effectively. Leaves me with 12,000 gold even after that. The only reason to use this is pretty much the free movement. It's a +2 weapon, and I have equivalent weapons, but not better weapons. Alright. I'm not sure how it works together with the oil of speed. I'm just going to actually test it right now. So if I take these off, does the ring override the haste? The sword does not. Neither does the ring. Okay. So they're still useful. I'm free to switch the sword out at this point. That's basically all we got from this. And if we could get a +2 protection ring, that would also be fantastic.